Today is the day, March 25th, when we remember the story of the angel visiting Mary and telling her that she was going to be the mother of Jesus. I wanted to read the story to you from the Jesus Storybook Bible. It has lovely illustrations, and I thought you might enjoy reading along with me. There was a young girl who was engaged to a man named Joseph. Joseph was the great-great-great-great-great-grandson of King David. One morning, the girl was minding her own business when suddenly a great warrior of light appeared right there in her bedroom. He was Gabriel, and he was an angel, a special messenger from heaven. When she saw the tall, shining man standing there, Mary was frightened. "You don't need to be scared," Gabriel said. "God is very happy with you." Mary looked around to see if perhaps he was talking to someone else. "Mary," Gabriel said, and he laughed with such gladness that Mary's eyes filled with sudden tears. "Mary, you're going to have a baby, a little boy, and you will call him Jesus. He is God's own son. He is the one, he's the rescuer. The God who flung planets into space and kept them whirling around and around, the God who made the universe with just a word, the one who could do anything at all, was making himself small and coming down as a baby." Wait, God was sending a baby to rescue the world? "But it's too wonderful," Mary said, and felt her heart beating hard. "How can it be true?" "Is anything too wonderful for God?" Gabriel asked. So Mary trusted God more than what her eyes could see, and she believed. "I am God's servant," she said. "Whatever God says, I will do." This story is important for many of us. One of my favorite things is that the angel comes to Mary and says, in other translations, "Hail, O favored one, the Lord is with you." We use that greeting to one another, "The peace of the Lord be with you," or "the Lord be with you," as a reminder that just like Mary, we are the ones that take Jesus to the world. But another reason why this story is important is that Mary wasn't filled with worry about what would happen to her. She didn't apparently even pause to say no to this important job. Mary was willing to do this so that the whole world would know about God's love, would know about how God comes to us in very unexpected ways, and how God comes to us and at times comes to us and says, "Do not be afraid." Do not be afraid. That's something that we need to hear more and more often in these days when people are cooped up at home, trying to stay out of the way of a virus or trying to keep others out of the way of a virus that is all over the world. But God sends his Son. God sends his love. God sends his light, even where viruses roam, to say, "I am with you. I am with you always." And so, like Mary, we can care for one another. We can be kind to one another. We can pray for one another. We can reach out to one another. And so, this is mostly for the kids, but adults listen in. This is a time when we can learn from you about the best ways to do what your parents tell you to do. What are your favorite ways to listen to your mom and your dad and to listen to your teachers when you're learning online? To do those things and to try to do them as well as you can. But what are those ways that we can then, like Mary, bring Jesus into the conversation? Not necessarily even by name, but always by love. How can we love other people in the way that Mary loves the world, in the way that Mary gave us, through her saying yes, gave us Jesus. On this Annunciation Day, I wish you peace. The Lord is with you. The Lord is with me. The Lord is with people all over the world. Let us believe that we are God's servants, and let us do as God would have us do, which is to love one another. Happy Annunciation Day. Amen.